Welcome to FitBody Lifestyle, the show where we dive deep into the world of fitness, health, business, relationships, and the art of living a balanced life. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Greg, and we're here to give you the benefit of our experiences in the fitness and bodybuilding industry, the corporate world, running a business, personal development, and building healthy relationships.
Whether you're sweating it out in the gym, hustling in your business, or seeking balance in your everyday life, you're in the right place.
So lace up those sneakers and grab that water bottle, and let's get ready to transform our minds, our bodies, and our lives. Hey everybody, FitBody Fusionaholics, FitBody Lifestyleaholics. Welcome to another. I don't know who I am. Welcome to another Fusion Hack, and we have a very good and special guest here, Margaret from Toxic Angelz Bikinis, and that's Angelz. In case you didn't already know that, from the worldwide brand and most known brand in the bikini industry. So we're going to do a little Fusion Hack today. We're going to talk about fit.
How to properly wear your suit.
Yeah, how to properly wear your suit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And this is a big.
This is a big one, so you got to listen up, okay? Pay attention. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
No, I mean, we see this often, and actually, I've contacted you about it, and so we're,
and we are not.
Some athlete thinks their suit doesn't fit right, but it's just they're not wearing it correctly.
Exactly. And let's out the gate just kind of take off the table a couple things. We're not talking about wearing the suit top upside down, which we have seen, and we're not talking about wearing your suit bottoms backwards, which we have seen, and these can occur. We are talking about when the suit is worn, at least on the right orientation, but not properly adjusted for your physique. Okay.
So obviously, you want to make sure your top is tied on very tight. I know, on show day,
So Margaret, I think everybody here is very tight, and they don't really. I've seen Jamie cinch people in, and it's like a corset in terms of how tight she's tying that.
But sometimes I think, like on show day, you're tired. Ask a buddy to tie you in.
Yes.
Because like when you go on stage and your under boob is hanging out, you don't want that.
That's not a good look.
And especially if you are petite on top and you're trying to create like a more fuller look, you definitely want to make sure your underbust strap and your neck strap is tied tight to achieve like the most cleavage, because when it's loose, it's not going to push up. So you definitely want to make sure, ask for help, maybe like designate, what I always tell my clients is designate someone that will help you, that will be there on show day to help you tie your top. And if they come in for a fitting with that person, or like say their husband, I'm like, okay, husband, this is your job. You want to make sure. And I literally show them and like pull the strap really, really tight. That's how it's supposed to be. And also make sure your cup is not in your armpit. Because I've had clients call me, they're like, oh my gosh, my top, it doesn't fit. I'm like, what's wrong? Send me a picture. They send me a picture and their nipple is barely covered, but their cup is in their armpit. And I'm like, honey, just take the cup and move it to the middle. And they're like, oh, it's perfect now. Yeah, it's perfect now. But I see a lot of times like clients will put the top on and like automatically move the cups out towards the armpit, like as they're kind of adjusting their boobs. And instead of doing that, keep the cups more in the middle and then grab your hand and put it in the cup and pull your boob to the middle, if that makes sense, versus adjusting the cup to the armpit. Because when you do that, and then you don't know how to like bring the cup back to the middle, then your cups are sitting too far out and you don't get that cleavage, that push up.
So I feel like you can even lean over, like lean over a little bit so the boobs kind of come forward, and
So I because I'm the non-woman on this panel here.
Tell us about how you get your boobs.
Well, that's why I wanted to kind of just walk through that just step by step. So put the cups in the middle, and then reach in and move your boob to the.
Like that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right,
perfect.
All right.
One of the other things I've seen when tying it to, and I
hope everybody got a laugh out of that.
Yes, is if the top is tied too tight already,
it'll give you under boob.
Right. So then you
kind of have to loosen it a little bit.
Exactly. So what I've noticed is like getting the bottom part, the part around underneath the bust, for those that are listening and can't see what I'm doing. It's getting tie that. I mean, you know,
then do the neck,
so that way it's not pulling it up so much.
So I always start with the underbust, and then you do the neck. Right. Yeah. But definitely make sure you're tight. Otherwise, you'll be falling out or not enough cleavage.
Right. And we talked about this on the longer episode, but then you can also, if you've got the connector.
So if you have like the single row connectors, which is like our most popular one, and all like the Olympians are wearing it, it's single row in between the boobs, and it has 5 crystals. But even though that is a longer middle connector, you could still bring the cups closer to the center by sliding the crystal inside the bottom of the cup. And we do have a lot of demonstrations on our Instagram page that demonstrates how to adjust the top too, which I've sent Jamie before. But if you need help, let us know. But you could definitely, bring the cups closer together with that style.
Yeah. And I like that because then you can control the amount of space between, depending on how your breasts sit and things like that.
Some people's breasts, they're bigger, so you need a little bit more space. Or if you're more petite, then you want it definitely more closer. Or, everyone's body is different.
Exactly. All right. So you want to jump into
Is there anything else on tops that we should talk? Oh, there's one other thing we should talk about on tops, which is the stuffing part. So you offer the molded top. You offer so you offer the molded
without boobs. You know,
I know,
a lot
right?
about
Well, I've studied them all my life. Yeah,
I love it. You studied them all your life. Oh gosh.
So I know you have
recommend?
Go ahead. You have the molded. Go ahead.
We have the molded cup. It is like the foam cups, which is like our most popular top style right now. It helps to create more like a fuller look. It is kind of like a bra, but not shaped like a bra, but it's like foamed. And so even with the molded cup, you could add the bra pads in there to achieve more cleavage. And then I like using pillow stuffing because it's a more natural look. I've had clients say they use the gel cups or rice bags, but I feel like the pillow stuffing just looks more natural.
We usually send them to the Build-A-Bear to get the bear stuffing.
Build-A-Bear. No, they wouldn't give them just the stuffing. So they had to buy like a little, like we've had people go down to the gift shop at the, if they didn't bring any and they needed extra, go down to the gift shop and buy a little. But the type of pillow stuffing is very important.
True.
So I want to hear a story. Okay. It's very funny because I had a client, international client, and she didn't have stuffing. So I told her to go buy it. And then I hopped on a video call with her and I'm like, why is it not to show her how to stuff it? And I was like, something's just not right. So then she ended up sending her top back to me to like adjust it. And she sent it back with goose down feathers.
Oh.
So it was like not fluffy. It was just like flat.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was laughing so hard.
I swear to God, I thought for a minute.
This is where teddy bear stuffing might be better than pillow stuffing because there's so many different, because I didn't even think about that somebody might do down
feathers.
Well, I thought.
Or on the opposite end, they also could do the memory foam, which would be.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's where I thought you were going with this, is that they had like a Tempur-Pedic or something stuffing.
Like a piece of traditional, like the cotton kind.
like a bear. Yeah, like a bear style. But anyways, I just thought that was funny. But we sell on our website. But I definitely think it's a more natural look than sticking 2 bra pads in there or gel cutlets. And I do recommend if you have a suit with us to purchase our bra pads because it fits into our top designs. Mm-hmm. So
awesome.
And again, the purpose of stuffing the top, as we talk about this, is to frame and shape your physique, to give the proportions top to bottom, so that if you're less endowed on top, you're smaller breasted, having that proportion. And again, it depends on your body and how tall you are, how short you are. Those things all come into play. But the purpose here is just to provide that proportion and as much symmetry as we can get between top and bottom.
Yeah, and if you are petite on top and you're planning to extra stuff, I do recommend sizing up like 1 to 2 cup sizes. That way it gives you the volume. Because if you take a small top and you're trying to stuff it with like all the things like pillow stuffing and bra pads, it's not going to work.
Right, it's not going to look right.
It's not going to look right. Yeah.
And we talked about that relative to one of our coaches, in fact, who's a taller athlete, and she orders a larger top so that she can put a lot of stuffing in.
And it looks really good.
It does.
When you do that. Yeah, it looks really good.
It does.
I was amazed the first time, and this is a very long time ago, that Angela Rutherford, when she got hers.
Oh,
and then I was like, wow, like did you get a breast augmentation? But no, like, it can look really good if you do it right.
Magic.
Yeah. Well, Margaret, what do you call it? Like an 8-second breast lift or
1 minute boob job.
1 minute boob job.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 minute boob job.
Yep. But much less expensive.
Yes. Yes.
And zero recovery time.
Zero recovery.
Yep. All right.
So let's go to the bottoms.
The bottoms. Okay. The bottoms. You want to make sure the bottoms is like the back of the bottoms is not sitting up on your back. So I've seen a lot of clients, they keep hiking the hip up, but like pulling the back of the bottoms high on the back. And so what happens when you do that, it makes the front crotch really, really low and not sitting where it's supposed to be. And it creates an illusion of a longer torso when you don't have a longer torso, which makes you unproportionate. But then what it does to your glutes when you have the back of the fabric all the way on your back, it makes it more square versus rounded. So you want to make sure the fabric on the, back is sitting right above like the glutes to make it look more round.
Right. And I mean, the number one feedback I hear for athletes is that they need to build more upper glute. Mm-hmm. And we've seen this many times where they're just hiking the suit up too much. So it looks like they don't have any upper glute because the suit's sitting above the glute. So it's not framing the tissue. No. That's so you want that suit to just frame the beautiful upper area
that you worked hard on, and you don't want to ruin it by wearing it.
And then the suit's so low in the front, like you said, that so I've seen people get yelled at because you don't want your stuff hanging out. Or it'll gape open in the front.
It will gape open. Yep. So it will gape open because when you're pulling the back so high, it makes the front cut. The thicker part of the front cut is supposed to be like in the front of your crotch, but then that thicker part is actually in between your legs. Right. So then when you cross your legs, it opens up and makes like the front bow a little bit. So yes, it could do that too.
Right. And we don't want to we
don't want no opening and low opening.
Yes, we don't want no peep shows.
No.
And overriding, I would say this is that bodybuilding is a sport of illusion, and I don't say that as a critical thing. It's just a sport of the lines that are formed by the bikini, by the suit that you're wearing are there to help make your body as proportionate as possible. If you're adjusting the suit in such a way that is squaring out your glutes or, making your torso look smaller because you haven't put enough stuffing in it or whatever, these are all things that can be adjusted. Yep. You've worked really hard to put that body on stage. Make sure that you're using the suit, which is a tool, correctly.
Exactly.
and I guess that's the public safety announcement here, is that, or the BSA, bikini safety annountment.
I love it.
So anything else on the bottoms?
I think that's good. And then
we did talk about the stretching.
Like if it's like the stones are too.
Well, remember what we did with the dares.
Yeah. Okay. So like since we heat press our stones onto the suit, like our stones will never fall off. So that's what's good about our suits. But it also sometimes makes the fabric very stiff. So if it's a new suit that you are receiving, normally when we do shipping, we do stretch it out a little bit. But when you get it and you feel like maybe it's a little bit too low, a tad, maybe it's a little bit hair too like narrow. What you want to do is just really stretch it out widthwise and lengthwise. And I promise you, like the stones will never fall off. But that will help a lot. And it helped with the dare.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm glad I had her do that. But there's like all these like little things, that you don't think about, but.
And I think you covered this before, in the full episode that we talked a little more deep dive into this, but clean your connectors, that you guys provide a cleaning kit or you can order a cleaning kit. But sometimes, especially if you're getting spray tanned at this using the host tanners, they will spray over the connectors and the connectors will look yellow.
On stage.
Your cleaning kit can really help. Is there anything else that people should know from a connector maintenance point of view or connector?
Yes.
Okay.
Take care of your connectors. Make sure they're not twisted when you're pulling it up. Make sure that the neck isn't like twisted before, So what I recommend is shimmy. Like take the put on your bottoms, make sure the connectors are laying flat and shimmy it up. But don't
just roll it up.
Yeah, don't just roll it and pull it up, because when you bend the connectors, it weakens the link and then your connector will break. And definitely keeping your suit in a bikini case will keep the connectors from bending and all of that. But definitely when you wear it, make sure it's flat. Mm-hmm.
That is something I've seen where people are being a little rough, and especially if they're using their suit instead of a posing suit. Yeah. So every time they're practicing or every time they're checking in, and they're kind of constantly pulling on it, and then the connectors will break. So just being gentle with it,
being gentle, making sure it's flat,
respectful, respect your equipment, clean your equipment.
Yeah, I mean, I've had clients have their suit for 8-9 years, and nothing's ever broken. I've
Because they
had
take care of it.
people who've worn the same suit, like Amy, many, many times, nothing's happened. So you have to make sure you take care of your bikini. Do not bend them. Sometimes I'll have clients like come out of the fitting room. I'm like, oh, it's like bent. Or it's like twisted and tied. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't do that.
Oh, I do have a question on the, I know sometimes on the top, they'll get like the stones
Oh, with the stones with the ties?
in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I think it looks beautiful. I think the hard part is then
Making it tight.
is
Making it tight.
making it tight enough. And then if they
Cut more.
Yeah.
So we have like the back connector with ties, which is adjustable.
I like
but sometimes that needs to be adjusted too.
Yep.
But what's nice is it usually like the back connector goes across your back with a hook like a bra. But with the back connector with ties, it has the connector and then it has the tie in the middle. So when you turn, it shows like the bling, but then your hair will cover the ties. So I kind of say it's like the best of both worlds because you could have the bling and it's still adjustable. So that's nice.
yeah. So that's another thing to consider. Well, I think this was super helpful.
I just want to leave people with this one thing, which is take care of your bikini so your bikini can take care of you. So
There you go.
Right? Yeah.
Perfect.
New motto
It's
for
your new
Toxic
slogan.
Angelz.
He's-
I love
He's
it.
got
You should
you.
just come work for me.
All right, everybody, we are a little bit over time on this, which is awesome because it's good information. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave your feedback, and remember the 3 B's: be good to yourself
Be good to each other.
and be safe. Margaret, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you for tuning in to FitBody Lifestyle. We hope today's episode has left you feeling motivated and equipped to tackle your fitness goals, business challenges, and the daily dance of life. Remember to value progress over perfection. Life's tough enough alone. Find the chosen family around you to help you along the way.
If you enjoyed today's episode, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite streaming platform. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at FitBody Fusion.